20 bucks right there.
What is up, guys? We're here in the shop today doing part 3 on the Nitrous Cannon. This is going to be a cool video. We got some screenshots and some data that you guys are going to want, and at the end we're going to do a video with this thing going off for like 4 seconds. So you're going to want to make sure and pay attention and share this one with your buddies and leave some comments, because if you can guess and be the first one that guesses it right how much this uses in 4 seconds out of our mother bottle, we're going to send you home with some cool stuff. So we got some cool stickers. We got a can koozie for your cool beverages, and we're going to throw in one of our hats. So we got some fitted hats. We got gray, black, we got snapback hats, whatever you want to do. So make sure and share it with your buddies. Leave a comment, how much do you think it used? And we're going to start off with a clip from some data we got from a run earlier in this year where we didn't have it on, to a run later in the year when we did have it on. Now, it's the most comparable runs that we could find based on ambient air temp and compressor outlet temperature compared to inlet temperature. So you can see how much putting the cannon on cooled down our charge air. So here's the first clip, and let's see what you think. Okay, so what were we just looking at? I know the screen was a little blurry when I took the picture, and I'm sorry. Some of the numbers are kind of hard to read, so I went ahead and wrote them down so I could tell you the numbers on the different run-to-run comparison on before and after we had the Nitrous Cannon. So before we had the cannon on, the ambient air temp was 83 degrees. Now, after we had it on, that run was 87.5. So we're talking 4 to 5 degrees difference in air temp, which is very comparable when you're talking a full season worth of runs. And to narrow it down even more, we went, the compressor outlet temperature before we had it on was 526.3, and after we had it on was 523.4. So there again, we're talking 3 degrees difference of the air temperature coming out of the turbo. Those are the two closest runs we could find before we had it on versus after we had it on. Now, what's interesting is what it did to our intake air temp. We ran this thing at 35% duty cycle, so we weren't even at 100 yet, and this is what happened. So before we had it on, we were dealing with 311 degrees of intake air temp. If you know anything about air density, the hotter it gets, the worse it gets, and it gets hard on everything. We're talking pistons, everything downline is not liking 311 degrees of intake air temp. So that's where all the research and development went into getting the cannon made, so that when we put it on, our new intake air temp was 167 degrees. So at 35% duty cycle, what this thing will do, knocked 144 degrees of intake air temp out of the car. So I don't know about you guys, but that gets me pretty excited to what this thing will actually do when we turn it up to 100%. Not to mention the added power gain. So we're going to follow this up with our 4-second video of this thing going off, and make sure you leave your comment on down to the 1/10 of a pound what this thing uses in 4 seconds, so we can get your free stuff out. Thanks for watching, guys. We got the Max 5 set up. We're going to run it for exactly 4 seconds. We got the mother bottle on the scale. We're starting off at 162.4. So that way we know how much flow we're getting out of this thing. So we're going to do a 375 solenoid through our 5/16 megajet on one section of this baby. So we got our pressure up. It's about as much as I can get. It's 950. So here we go. There's 4 seconds. Don't miss it. So there it is, guys. 4 seconds. You think you know how much nitrous it used? Leave a comment, share with your buddies, let them guess. We're going to get some cool stuff out to the guys who guess it first. So like always, I appreciate all the support. Thanks for helping out a small business. We're going to keep making cool stuff for you guys, so let us know what you think. Share the love. If it helped you, help us. We want to get our stuff out there for everybody to see, and I appreciate all the support. Thanks, guys.